This, and let's go over to the live side of things. Hello, YouTube. Hello. Whoops, that's loud again. I do this every single time. I always forget to double check that. Hello, YouTube. I'm Ryan Glad. I am back doing a Empire at War, aka the Awakening of the Rebellion mod pack, while I sit here and talk about anything and everything Galactic Civil War related, while I play a video game and fail miserably at it. So, that being said, looks like we are functional. That's a good sign. Let's go ahead and fix the video in this to get it back to full screen for that, and we should be good to go. For those of you in the future that are watching this after the fact, this should go for about 2 hours, hopefully. Probably should end up around 9-ish. Failed last time to do that, but that's what the plan is. And I'm just going to ramble. Play the game and ramble about all kinds of stuff. First things first, target number 1 is Cato Nemoidia. Oh, problem with that planet is I gotta have a whole bunch to deal with that nonsense on the planet's surface. Let's go and hit resume. We gotta build some stuff. Oh, why are we frozen? Somebody check my audio levels. Am I too loud, too quiet? I'm just gonna build a bunch of TIE fighters and make them fly through. We can just watch TIE fighters against those headhunters. At the same time, someone needs to build me some more land units. Let's go to Coralag. I believe they're building me land units. Oh, these guys can build me armor. We'll build armor pieces here. Do that. As we get underway, before I start getting all the questions. Last session that we did this last week went way longer than it was supposed to, and there was a lot of conversations with lore and such, which was fun. I'm glad. I'm happy when stuff like that happens. I expect there to be less people tonight because this weekend is also... Oh, I need to build stuff here. The infantry... Perfect. It's also the same weekend as Flames of Rebellion, which is a event out in Florida that is doing a GCW mix event. So I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing about that when it's all said and done. They're in the middle of it right now. Hey, Tyler. Of course you're here. I'm continuing. I'm going to try to take Cato Nemoidia, and then I am going to attempt to take Mimban. Hopefully it goes better than it does in the solo movie. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and put this here. Manon is also something that I should take, but I want to focus on Mimban because that leaves us open to head into Hut Space or down here and reconnect our lines to Druckenwell. I want to say Drunkenwell, but no, that's not right because we've got a Venator here and got some other stuff. Why don't I give these guys something else? These guys could use more ground things. Let's give him a golem platform. From inside my mind. Do it. Do it. Greetings from Clan Ordo. Hey! More people. It's always fun seeing people from the chat hop in, or people from the Discord hop in. Oh, we'll do this. These guys don't have a governor. Well, they need a governor's palace, obviously. Could they not build, like, just regular grunt infantry? They just build stormtroopers now? Interesting. Okay, we'll leave that. Leave that there. This is where we're trying to get to. Keep building up these TIE fight. Whoops, that's... Wait. I am bad about clicking to the wrong places on this. How many TIE fighters do you think? Well, thank you. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear this during the actual event. This costume itself is already spoken for, but I'm doing a bunch of recording with this costume as ISB agents. When I look at the bottom of the screen, it looked like an imp officer from Rebels. So your eyes are completely hidden. So when I've been doing some recordings for the slicing mini game, which if you don't know, that's one of our admins, Liana. She has made this mini game where you do slicing missions, where it's move the red block down to the bottom, and then you get something. And one of the things that we can put as a reward for that is video clips. And I am working on making some of those. They're like Imperial officers doing reports and stuff. And so when I record those, I bring this all the way down here and just talk like this to the camera. So I have that Star Wars Rebels appearance. It's a lot of fun. It looks funny. Who writes the plot for the Flames of Rebellion? I'm not actually 100% sure. I know that they're still getting kind of that process figured out. I think last year's Flame of Rebellion was the first one. But I'm not 100% certain. When that came about, I wasn't really in the Discord at the moment. I stepped away for some personal stuff and came back. I was like, oh wow, we're doing stuff in Florida now. So that was kind of fun. I am still looking forward to the reports from the Florida game as well, because I know they've changed a lot. They put a lot more into it this time around. Like last year was like their testing ground to see what all can happen. I feel like I need to fix my camera, or I'm too far forward. One of the two. Or is my chair too far up? No? Okay. Woo! Okay. Hey, that looks a little bit better. I'm not certain. I wanted to go down. I just couldn't make the trip. I already went down to Texas last month to do... I need to build a large Imperial dockyard at Yaga Minor. I had already gone down to Texas last month to do the Airsoft TTT games, and didn't necessarily have the time, or more importantly, didn't have the money to go down in Florida again. I kind of want to. I wish I was able to. Where is that planet at? Yaga Minor. I know this planet. I've dealt with this planet before. I know that name. I've either read about it in lore, or oh, over here. Yeah, they could kind of use some more stuff. They've got a single Venator and nothing on the ground. I'm sorry, my friends. Let's help you out some here. We got a little bit of money. Oh no, we shouldn't build all that. If you guys want a space station, I need to build. What did they say? A large Imperial space station. Large dry dock. Let's build one of those. That is true. A lot more Mandos, and I'd actually get a chance to play if I went. You're absolutely true. I'm actually hoping with... I'm excited for Echoes. Dude, I am starting to get excited for Echoes Resolve. Before an event, especially something as large as Echoes Resolve, I get very concerned. I get very worried, because there's a lot that goes into an event like that. On my end, there's so much... I spend hours a day on just communicating for the event and talking to people and such. And I'm always apprehensive because I'm concerned of things going poorly and whatnot. But I'm starting to get to the point... I'm excited to see where some of these paths go, and stuff like the Perla guys are making uniforms and such. And it's like, I want to see it. It's going to look cool. And seeing the stories and stuff begin to play out. It's going to be interesting. We have a different dynamic for Echoes Resolve than we've had for the other events, which is kind of just par for the course. I feel like every event we're able to keep things more unique, more different. Let's grab these suckers. More reinforcements. We're building up the 313th. Technically, we're going to be building up a whole bunch. We're going to just watch a swarm of TIE fighters fighting the headhunters over here. It's going to be funny. and also terrifying. The Mando stuff for Echo's Resolve, I'm not 100% sure how it's all going to play out myself. Wait, can I build an Imperial Population Center over Alderaan? Oh, heck yes. That is so terribly awesome. Where do you live? Alderaan. You can't live in Alderaan. Alderaan's blown up. Yeah, you see, but there's the space station of where Alderaan used to be. Oh, that's terrible. I love it. The Mando. So what's going to be interesting about the Mandalorians for Echo's Resolve is New Alderaan. At Echo's Resolve, the Mandalorians get to do their own little hub area. They're going to be kind of like the huts in that regard. Meeting was called Khaled by one of the Alor so full player drama. Not really following on that one. But there. Oh, we need some more platoons of just like regular guys. There's like 3 platoons of regular 313th. They've taken so many casualties, which is considerably my fault. How did you guys lose so many troopers? Oh, I can build scouts now. We have to have scout troopers with the 313th. It would be wrong to not have scout troopers with them, considering the scout troopers at the last events. Just going to build a whole bunch of these guys all over the galaxy. The Empire is slowly starting. What, having a child crawling all over your lap doesn't inhibit your spelling at all, right? They don't take any sort of attention away from what you're trying to do. All right, we've got how many TIE fighters now? 4 TIE fighters. I do want to get a few more infantry guys before we launch this assault. And then we'll really start prepping for our Mimban stuff. I think what's one of the cool things about the Florida, just most of it, the Florida event is they already have a player base that is, or some of player base that is very RP heavy, like the Smuggler's Den Casino people. Ronan and his crew, they are there. They're Florida locals. Some of our Imperials have gone down. Our Imperial admin group has gone down to Florida for the weekend, and so there's going to be a decent player base already. And yes, yeah, and Sion's going as well. I can't wait to see his upgrades in the armor stuff, because he was telling me at Fate's Grasp all these things that he wanted to do with his armor production and stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of the pictures and stuff from it. Alright, Balmora. Just have Balmora make a whole bunch more. Just keep pumping out TIE fighters. Wanted to mod this game so badly, add a Mando faction, clone faction, never figured it out. I don't know anything about the modding landscape. I play the mods. I used to play a Clone Wars mod, a couple of them, Fall of the Republic, and I think there was one that was just called the Clone Wars mod. Those are really fun as well. Yeah, I remember seeing something about him doing the vac forming, which is funny because I have some vac form armor that I picked up from 850 armors, and I haven't built it yet. It's Imperial based, and I just haven't had time to build it, and I'm concerned I may not get it done before the event at this rate. So I wanted it to go with this uniform, and I just haven't had the time to do it. I'm not a great costumer or prop designer, and so it takes me more time to do that. and I've been kind of busy on other items, and I have not gotten to do that. I feel like I should leave some ships over common. Let's throw. What do we have? We have some little bitty guys. Let's build something that's not so. Ooh. Whoops. I can build the gladiators now. Let's build a gladiator. I always like that. It was always a fun ship design. And a lancer. Yes, we can finally build lancer frigates. So the armor is such a fun aspect. I love watching armor guys. I'm terrible at it. All right, we are going to attempt to take Cato Nemoidia. Last time we were here, at the end of the last session, there was a swarm of those stupid Z95 headhunters. This time, I brought a swarm of TIE fighters, which we all know how well that's going to work out for the TIEs. We can build more with the Empire. So I've actually picked up. I got a helmet from. Oh, you guys probably can't hear me very well. One of our admins runs DT Blasterworks, and he also makes stuff like this Imperial helmet. And I haven't put any of the foam in the top yet to set it up with, but eventually I have a helmet. And if you've been to my previous events, I've never worn a helmet, and I have one now. Will I get the rest of the stuff ready for it? Probably not by the time the event happens. But I am making progress. Very small progress. Take a missed barge. Alright, let's see what we got here. Missile barge. Missile barge. I don't know what those are on this one. Okay, well, we're already kind of screwed if we don't. I didn't see any anti-aircraft. I know, like, in the base game, there was an anti-aircraft walker, and I didn't see that when I was scrolling through the items. So this time, oh, there's 4 TIEs per? Just TIE swarm. All the TIE fighters. Yes. All the TIE fighters. All of the TIEs. Now the Empire has arrived. Come on, all the TIE fighters, get up off the air. Get off the ground. This is going to be chaos. I'm just going to have them attack move. If the game doesn't crash. Just attack move. I can bring in Commander Krell, and he'll have another 2 TIE fighters. Jeez, these TIEs are just going everywhere. Let's go ahead and grab. Oh no. The game isn't liking this. ATBT or ATT. ATBP. BPs? Are they BPs? Defense pods. Yeah, all-terrain defense pods. Look at that. There's just a swarm of TIEs. Chase down the headhunters, boys. Oh, yes. The Empire has arrived with a fleet of disposable TIE fighters. How many TIEs do we have? 22 TIE fighters? Oh, yes. Make that group 1. How are we doing on following up with all this stuff? Not super great. Lagging a little bit. Gabe's not too happy with that. Let's get you guys focusing fire. Everybody take out that one. Jeez. This is solving the problem, but I'm losing frames like terrible. There's so much happening. I'm curious. Let's take bets. How many TIE fighters do you think are going to survive this? So we had, like, I think 22, it said, when we started. We've already lost 3. Oh, wowzers, we're losing a lot. What's happening? Where are all these guys going? What's happening here? Oh, there's flak cannons. How about we go over here, guys? How about we fall back over here? We've lost a ton already. Alright. But this group can move forward. What are you doing over there? What are you doing all by yourself? Stability fire. Stops moving a vehicle to completely increase fire rate for a short... 4 TIE fighters? There's going to be 4 TIEs left. You are probably accurate. I'm actually going to go on a limb and assume none of them are going to survive, since we're already down to way below half. Alright, everyone pull back. Everyone pull back. We've lost a lot of TIEs. Get him, though. Get him, though. Go on, get him. Get him, boys. Get him. Get him. There you go. Alright, everyone else just stay over here. Just stay over there for a moment. While we figure this out. Come on, guys. Move up there. Grab... Wait, where's the commander? I want to make sure I don't lose Krell. Alright, Krell, you pull back. You're my command unit. You guys get over here. Take that. We're making better progress. There's only, looks like 3 of them left, and that's a lot less than there were last time. So we have potential to take the planet now. Oh wait, there's another one, but he's getting chased by a whole bunch of TIEs. None of you guys are going to survive. I'm going to have to build a whole nother squadron. Build a heavy weapons group. We're in one of those tank groups. Another ATBP squad. Come on, guys, get up there. You can go help. You guys, come on, you're 313th guy. Let's go. Come on. Don't stand around anymore. Let's go. You guys getting paid for a reason. Nope, that's not the right button. I want to see if I can get these guys over here and build an actual anti-aircraft battery. Hey, we've taken all the Neimoidians. The other question is, how many of you guys know who the Neimoidians are? Hey, blow that up. 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 I don't want to see that taking shape. There's nobody in that bunker. The bunker has done nothing to you, but that is going to do lots of damage. Please take that out. Please take that out. Trade feds. Yes. Trade feds. You are correct. Hey, Krell. Go do something fun. Go over there. Yeah, Trade Federation. They're the guys that you see in command of, like, Trade Federation vessels and such. Keep going, boys. Go support that group up there. For some reason, our TIEs are not listening to orders. We are down to 5 TIEs. They're actually a subspecies of the Doros? No, I did not know that, Scarab. How does that work? Are they... I don't remember... Are the Duros close to them? You guys go over here and help those guys out. So they're a subsection of the Duros, huh? Only difference is color, lighter skin, and slight genetic difference from different planets. Interesting. Did that happen during the age of the colonizing ships, where they sent out the sleeper ships? You know, like thousands and thousands of years. Kate, you TIE fighters, all 3 of you, we're already below 4. Here, take out that guy. He's got not much left in him. Do something. Come on, TIEs. Old colonies. Some pretend to be Duros because of the Clone Wars. That would make sense. Kind of like the Vulcans and the Romulans. Yeah, I could see that. We're down to 2 TIE fighters. It's that stupid flak can over there, I think, that keeps taking them out. The good news is we have severely diminished their ability to hit us with aircraft. Alright, TIE fighters, pull back. Look at this! We got ourselves some battle droids! Battle droids for the Empire! Let's send them out. Yeah, the Zabrak and the Erodians. Yeah, I just think it's interesting. I didn't know that fact. See, I even learned stuff. I don't know half the lore that people think I know sometimes. All right, we're saying the B1 battle droids go kill Nemoidians. It feels perfect. Okay, we have lost a lot of people. Let's bring in some more 313th. We'll bring in Commander Veers. Or Colonel... Is he General Veers yet? I think he's General Veers. And some more regular infantry guys to help out. And then this group, another anti-aircraft battery. Of course, then again, I say stuff like the colony ships and stuff, but I'm not sure if that stuff's still canon anymore, because they've been changing some of the High Republic, Old Republic stuff. And I'm not as well versed with the new stuff, so I can't say if that's actually how it's supposed to be now. I know in the old canon, they would do like the cryo ships and such very early on in the galactic history. I'm talking way, way far back in the time of the Rakatan. Which, did the Rakatan ever make it back into canon? I was thinking there was a lore book, a canonized lore book or something, that the Rakatan were canonized again in, but I'm not 100% certain. Granted, like, nobody knows hardly anything about the Rakatan. I know there was a whole bunch of stuff in the SWTOR and KOTOR games of like, what's the Rakatan? You know, who are the Rakatan? And you find all the, or Rakata. There's no N in that, Rakata. Or Rakatians. Well, I don't remember how to pronounce it now. It's a hard one for me, is trying to find that balance between Disney canon versus original canon, because obviously I grew up with more. Okay, we have a huge traffic jam here on the bridge. Come on, guys, because don't step on the people. Come on, let's get moving forward, guys. Come on, help me out here. I need you guys to move forward. You're making me look bad in front of viewers. Come on, guys. Oh, look at those bridges. They're kind of like... That's interesting. Oh, that's right. They were mentioned in Andor by one of Lucen's things. Rakatan Empire. He did mention the Rakatan Empire. Oh, for some reason the battle droids are floating over nothingness. Go, B1 battle droids. Do your duty for the Empire. Basic Imperial shipping lanes and logistics back up on the I-69 and I-96 bridge. Oh, I love it. There was a planet that I was fighting on last session that had like regular tarmac roads, and it made me laugh. Because it was like regular blacktop roads that went under the water. Are you stuck? ATB Pete? Alright, we've got enough guys here. I see that. Let's remove that. Shall we? Nope, let's grab one of the other guys. Yeah! Bombard them rebels. Yeah, rebel scum. Alright, go blow up the rest of it. I feel like we could just set fire to this tree. It shouldn't feel weird, but it feels so weird hearing there were blacktop. I know, right? That was my reaction. It's like, wait, that's just a regular blacktop. Also, there's a tauntaun on this planet with a gigantic tree. I think it's cool in this mod pack how with the Rebel base, you see this transport constantly coming up and down, bringing troops onto the field. That's a fun aspect that is not well utilized Oh no, we're out of TIE fighters. Well, we were all wrong. There are 0 TIEs left to defend us. There's one Z95 left, but he's not doing super hot. Is he going to survive? It is a Z95, right? It's not a X-Wing. Yeah, Hellhunter. Got him! Alright, air cover for both sides is long gone. There is no longer air cover for anybody. Mutual annihilation. That is why you do not want to fly a TIE fighter. How long before the Bezeno... I'm not even sure how to pronounce that, but I know what you're talking about. I think if we get a squad of 5 of them together, I will make something special for them. Because that is kind of funny. How that constantly keeps coming back into the chat of like, hey, what about this mask? And it's like, I've got one of those too. I don't think I've never seen one in person on the field. I know they've been on the field. I know people have worn them. I have yet to see one on the field. I just keep missing them. The old canon was George Lucas approved, and what wasn't was Legends. I kind of go with that a lot of times. But I also have kind of my own idea of what I think canon should be. Sometimes. I don't know. I feel like there's some things that are canonized that even I am like, I'm not so sure about that. That's the one main issue of something like Star Wars, which is so big, and there's so much to it, and so many people have had their hands in the creation process that they've kind of shot themselves in the foot when it comes to what's canon, what's not canon, when you have such a large story. I don't think there's ever any way around that without having some very clear direction with the, where do you think you're running to? Everybody. No survivors. It hurts to overall story without, yeah. And comic books go too far so many times. I've never been very far in, lost 3 C-95 squadrons to 5 TIE fighter squadrons. Oh dear. So the comic books is not something I've ever really delved into. I've never been a comic book type of person. I've been a book person or a film person. I've never been a comic book person. But I've kind of seen that with people like, oh, this was in this canon or this comic book, and this was in this comic book. And it's kind of confusing to me onto like what's considered canon in those areas and what's not. And I will agree, they go far in some of those canon books. Sometimes it's interesting, and sometimes you're like, that's kind of wonky. All right, well, we have Cato Nemoidia. We need some more ships. They're not ready yet. I don't want to leave. Where? To Scarif? It's another Black Sun fleet. These Black Sun guys are nasty. They're nasty, I tell you. That's going to be a problem. Luckily, we're kind of heading that way. We're going to be coming through here real soon. Comics rarely considered canon, but the recent Vader ones were decent. Vader versus Xenomorph. I've seen memes from that. It was an actual comic book? Vader versus Xenomorph? Cheap rapid thrills, yeah. Some of the comics have what I would consider some cool concepts, but because like I see like the topics of the comics and such, and a lot of them seem to have some fun concepts, but really add some weird non-canon. But yeah, Vader versus Xenomorph. Who wins? Let's be honest. Vader has it, in my opinion. The heck do I have on this planet? Oh, build stations. Okay. Wait, is there 2 defense platforms? What's this defense platform? Interesting. Ties, go out here. Oh, here's oh, that's cool. It's the shield gate from Rogue One, and there's the destroyed Star Destroyer. 6mm gotta build us a Xenomorph for a night game. Man, I don't know if you guys really want that. Jero Ordo got the Predator Mando helmet and the heavy gun. Yeah, he did build some Predator stuff on his channel. If you go look up, I think he built the backpack gun for it and some other things. Yes, there's the Gladiator. Perfect. What is this space station doing? Let's build. Can I build anything here? Do you do anything for me? Ooh, look at that freighter. Look at that sucker. Let's just take a minute to appreciate all the cargo this ship is carrying. To increase the cargo, the Type C trailer freighter uses a trailer system to allow even more containers to be attached. Look at that. It's a Star Wars U-Haul. The Mal gun will have to do it then. Oh man. The Mal gun with a abandoned repair station. Oh, that's kind of a fun concept. The repair station in the shield thing. But a Mal gun monster is perfectly what we want to have happen at some point. Right? But I feel like the players would really hate us at that point. But I'd love to. We always want to build more creatures for GCW events, but that's kind of challenging. If I ever won the lottery, I wouldn't make it known, but you'd know. I'd have so much stuff. I'd have stuff for World War II reenacting, airsoft. Hey, I was building that, you jerks. That's gonna hit my other one, isn't it? I just spent money on that. Let's get that Gazanti back over there. They're gonna need it. Actually, can you guys kill that? Let the imps use it for heavy armor. Yeah, new studio, nerd room. I'd have a place that would have... So, my dream house setup is a large area where I can have... Where are you going? You're going over there. I'd have a room for my Legos. I'd have a room for Star Wars. I'd have a room for D&D. I'd have a room for reenacting. I'd have so much hidden around, yeah. There would be signs. You would know. I'd probably end up building some sort of armored device for World War II reenacting. Or try to figure out how to build one of those tracked tanks. Museum to nerd, a man of culture. Both is good. By the way, I'm using my Vader glass today as part of my 4-pack of Star Wars-y glasses. I used a Stormtrooper last week. Are you guys gonna come up here or not? We're just gonna sit here and wait for you guys all day. Come on. Come here. I'm going to cause casualties. You guys are going to beat me, but I'm going to cause you casualties. Come here. Come here. There you are. Ooh, they got recussants? So what are you? What's this thing over here? Acclimator. Is that a Providence class that I see? I see a Providence class. Fortuity. And these stupid little frigates again. And a Munificent frigate. That's a fun one. And a recussant. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Let's get those ties out here. Pretty sure all of these ships are freebies, so go get them, boys. The Kelebade class battle cruiser made by Mandel Motors. Tracket Rabbit Transport. What it? I'm trying to. The Kelebade. I know that name. Is that's one of the Black Sun ships, isn't it? Or is it the? Or is it? I'm trying to remember. I know that name, and I'm trying to remember which one it is. Kill that. Target the Acclimator. That one of my favorite ships in the lore is the Acclimator Assault Ship. The actual stats of this thing is ridiculous. It's hardly ever used that way in the Star Wars media, but the things that the Acclimator could do is just insane. Fight in space, land on the planet's surface, the amount of damage it could take. It's a fantastic ship. Oh, Gladiator's not doing super well. You guys just enjoy what you have for right now, because it won't be long, and I'm going to have a fleet here that is going to rip you to shreds. I already took out, what was the guy's name last session? Patches. The Commander Patches. I took him out last session. I'll get more. I'll get the rest of you eventually. A workhorse ship. Is it one of the? Is it the one with like the weird face like thing, or I'm confused now with one of the Mandalorian ones? Because now I'm gonna have to try to figure out which one that is. I recognize the name of it, and I definitely am going to look at it at some point and go, "Oh yeah, that ship. I know that ship." But at the moment, I'm drawing blank. Boost weapon power. You don't got long to live. Oh man, it looks like he's docked. Look at look at the station in the background. Oh, is that the ones that were in there? I'll have to go back and look through the pictures then. I've picked up the bridge simulator. I haven't really got a chance to get the mods and everything installed yet. But I do have it. One of these days we'll do something with it. So it's a Mandalorian one, and then Xan Consortium. Okay, I'm probably thinking of the right one then. Are you ever going... Is there another Acclimator, or is that the one I tried to blow up before? There's another Acclimator. Oh, you guys probably can't hear it, but the guns on the Providence... Oh, that's beautiful. The Empire at War 2. I wish they made more Empire at War. You're doing fantastic, buddy. You're going to get to the fight eventually, I'm sure. Look, there's a Munificent there. Go kill it. You're not going to be able to kill that. Alright, come on, guys. Hurry up. Kill my other station for me. Yeah. Come on. Speed it up, guys. There's a station right here. Hey, can you guys kill the commander? That'd be great if you can kill the commander. Nope. Okay. I don't get to... Okay, well, whatever. Hey, they did lose an Acclimator. I lost the planetary stuff, and I'm going to lose the surface. The Venator over there on Yukio is not going to be able to come back in time. But it is time to make a move to Mimban. Let's move the fleet over. Of all the Star Destroyer ship type ships, including Acclimator, my favorite probably the Venator. The Venator is such a cool ship design. I love the Venator as well. You handled that well. Hey! 1-star wing squadron. Yay. Well, free ships over there, I guess. Oh. Where is this needed to be placed? Anywhere. Army support post. Not sure what an army support post is. Army. Oh, they can build a heavy vehicle factory there. I wonder if it's one of those you have to upgrade to. It's one of these planets I was doing an upgrade on one of those. Huh. Not certain. Standard barracks. Design was awesome, based on aircraft carriers with good firepower. Yeah, Palpatine messed that up. So the Venators were not really meant as something that doesn't really get discussed a lot in the Star Wars universe, but the Venator was not supposed to be a ship of the ship of the line. It was the ship to sit a star system away and just pound you with fighters the entire time. And when they did that, they were fantastic, and they could do okay as a combat ship as well. But their primary purpose was that of the yeah, I'm not even sure I'm gonna bother on Scarif. Yeah, it's just a couple prisons. I'm just gonna auto resolve it. I don't want to waste my time. But in the meantime, how's our fleet here? Let us see what Mimban looks like, which doesn't look like it's much. Wait, before I do that, we need to leave some people on the ground. I've made this mistake before. There. Of course there's more there now. You ISP guys are terrible with this. Myself included. So, like, the cool thing about the Venator, in my opinion, is that the top main hangar that opens, and man, it's such a cool design. I mean, you have the ability to open the hangar and then to go to the top hangar. You have the bottom hangar and the side hangars. They showcased that early on in the Clone Wars TV show with the was it the Ryloth arc, where they really get to showcase that the Venators aren't great at getting hit, but if they utilize their fighters properly, they do fantastic. I feel like they kind of forget that later on in the Clone Wars. They were good to spam fighters, and that's what the Empire banked on. Add some extra guns and you're golden. Yeah. And then Palpatine ate into the Tarkin doctrine, which was big, cool, heavy ships that are a drain on our resources that we fill with thousands of personnel that are unnecessary. Just keep the population busy. Really just causes more problems. Alright, let's see what we got here. Come on, TIE fighters. Explore. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. I'm kind of surprised Scarab hasn't hit me with a big old question again. One of the... They don't really... I mean, so the original Star Destroyer shows... like, Imperial Star Destroyer shows up in the Battle of Coruscant, which not a lot of people know because it doesn't get shown in the movies. But the original ISD is showing up over in Coruscant to help defend against Grievous. And they were in production for a little while before that point, because that was a problem that the fleet commanders in the Republic had realized is our Venators are great and all from a distance. We get into a brawl, the Separatists have the advantage. They have the Magnificence, they've got the Providence, which was a pretty good heavy hitter. And that and the Sekitor, I believe, were... Come on, guys. They're just ion cannons. The Gazantis aren't going to like them. They're both ions? They're both ions. Actually, you guys are going to be able to go right through it, aren't you? Those ions are meant for the big ships. Perfect. Yeah, the only real improvement of the ATTE was they weren't susceptible to mines. Yeah, the AT-AT and the ATTE are really interesting comparisons to how things continued. Because the AT-AT is probably one of the better... Alright, we need to bring our ships in over here. Which we can't. We're too close. Okay. Well then. Let's go ahead and let's make a small attack group here. Start clearing out some stuff. Deal with those ion cannons. Then we'll bring the ISD in when we get closer. So, the AT-AT is cool in my opinion. I have always loved the AT-AT design. The AT-AT to AT-ST design from Empire Strikes Back is up here in my book, mainly because I watched those as a child and I thought they were awesome. But from a tactical standpoint, I remember being a Star Destroyer in the AT-TE is almost infinitely better for a multitude of reasons. Man, we're losing TIE fighters like crazy. That's how we got patrol craft. Come closer, I dare you. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Put that Carrack back over here. Let's bring in that Star Destroyer up a little closer. But keep those guys close. There's our acclimator. Not acclimator. Our Quintons. My true favorite Imperial ship. The one that nobody recognizes. Okay, I can't say true favorite. My true favorite's right behind it. But, gosh dang, the our Quintons is a cool ship. Underutilized. For sure. Nope, you've lost shields. Go pull back a little bit. Where's the other Carrack at? There it is. Turn around. Face the enemy with your guns. Alright, looks like we got ourselves a fight. Pull everything in. Hope that's enough. Pull the Carracks up over here. Get that Arc Quinton up on top. What does damaging look like? Let's go ahead and focus on that. Bulk cruiser. That poor guy. Wowzers. They did not want that ship doing anything else. And that harkens back to the whole Empire versus the Republic era. Empire wanted to look terrifying, wanted to be as terrifying as possible. Not necessarily the most combat effective. They just wanted to look scary. Whereas the Republic needed things to be a little bit more functional. Now, the other thing I think is funny about the Republic era is go in the Clone Wars, and I just imagine... It's like we've been talking about Star Wars Legion in the GCW Discord, because we're going to do a Star Wars Legion tournament on Friday night at Echoes Resolve. And one of the funny things I have in my head is Palpatine sitting there at a table with Legion miniatures of clones and droids and just smashing them together because they're basically both his toys. But the galaxy was at an actual war at that point, and so the shipyards and people were building competent ships at the first initially. And then afterwards, they didn't really need as many competent ships. They wanted ships that looked scary, so people wouldn't fight them. It was all propaganda based. That's all these ships really are. Is they're more just for propaganda and blowing holes in the planet, less blowing holes in other ships. They were good at blowing holes. Ooh. That's probably my other thumbnail. Oh yeah, this mod that helps the game assets and adds cool looks to it. Makes things look cool. Whoops, no. But like the Star Destroyer, even against other capital ships, it's not the best. Which is what the Empire found out when they started fighting like the Mon Calamari and went, oh, that's a problem. Our ships aren't as good as we thought they were. There's a reason why the Mon Calamari just showed up and kicked the Empire off their planet and then said, come on, let's try this again. I mean, their Star Destroyers are big, hulking, intimidating ships. There's a space station back there that's on fire. But when it comes... So that's one of the things, like, historically, that the Empire had issues with, is they quickly learned that these ships are not anti-fighter. And they really can't carry enough TIE fighters to do anything about it. Which is kind of interesting to me, because when I've been doing some of the research on ship designs and such, and how much of it early on in the Empire, when they started fighting rebel groups and stuff, was panic from some of the Imperial officers because a squadron of fighters could just do donuts around a Star Destroyer, and the Star Destroyer could do nothing. Where do you think you are going? Wait, it's a transport. We're never going to catch it. But it's a GR-75. Kill it. Kill it before they figure out what to do with it. But harkening back to the walkers, I mean, one of the canon things with the walkers is like they're tall, so they're able to shoot over fortification. The AT-TE wasn't tall, so it couldn't shoot over fortifications as well. But Palpatine could have won a lot of ground if he hired Mendel motors for fighters and capital ships. Star Vipers are TIEs, but with shields. The Kelody could stand its own against an ISD. A lot of... Oh, we lost the Kazanti group. There's a lot of that, in all honesty. If he had just not listened to Tarkin as much, or got his fingers out of everything, and let the actual people that were competent do things. But you can't do that if you are a dictator trying to control everything. That's just not the way it works. Come on, TIE Fighter, get over here. And we discuss that frequently on this, as because I like historical stuff too, and so I consider listen to Thrawn more. Yes, Thrawn was an actual competent commander. All right, let's see how bad Mimban is. If it's anything like the Han Solo movie, this is going to be really bad. Should I wait for that TIE Fighter to show up? I don't think a TIE Fighter is going to matter, but it might be nice. Get over here, TIE. Come on. Hope that Gladiator's build. Let's move him up a little bit. Okay, now let's land. Thrawn is such a underutilized character in the canon, in my opinion. I mean, I wish they hadn't put him in Star Wars Rebels, because they put one of the best villain commanders into a kids show, and it just didn't work out well because he couldn't be threatening. And he was as threatening as he could be in a kids show, but it was terrible. It had moments of glory and moments of greatness, but it just ended so flat. Bad Mustache Man also had his fingers too deep in things, was competent and wasted vast amounts of resources. Good for the rest of us, though. Abso-freaking-lutely. I have to kind of hold myself back sometimes because I like comparing the Axis powers to the Galactic Empire, because there's very obvious similarities. and I like history, and I've done a lot of research into the World War II stuff as a historical reenactor. And there's so many similarities that you can sit and talk about for a long. Oh wow! Wait, they give us 3 landing zones. Okay, hold up. This is about to get interesting. There's a lot of reading here. Inhabited by Mimbanese freedom fighters, and you seek out and destroy their outposts to ensure operations on this world run smoothly. Local humans allied with the enemies. Okay. And they give us 3 landing zones. Oh dear. All right. Let's just go. We're just going for it. Okay, looks like just 2 landing zones, but it look. Oh no, there's a 3rd one. Right there. I gotcha. Oh, this is cool. Oh, yes. Chicken walkers. Bring in Veers. We'll make this the command center. And just a whole bunch of these guys. This is about to get interesting. We're on Mimban now, boys. Welcome to Mimban, soldiers. Do you like mud? Well, if you don't, you will like it by the end of this, because you will most likely be buried in it. Move forward. Slowly. Move forward a little bit. Send 1 TIE fighter out. This is a cool map. Best part of the Solo movie was the Mimban section. It's like every time I do one of these, my nose gets clogged up for some reason. Go, boys. Look at this. The planet's already been cleared for us. There's nothing to be concerned about whatsoever. The Empire has such a strong hold on things. There's no threat. There's no threat to any of us out here. Send in the infantry grunts first. Oh, here's some enemy. Land speeders. Oh, that's what you did. Krell did actually technically fight on Mimban. So this is this is GCW canon. There's Krell right there. I should put him actually in the fray at some point. I forgot that was part of his backstory. Looks like they're coming from the left or right side. Let's grab the ATSCs and put them up on the hilltop there. Call in our TIE fighters. Do a flyby. There we go, boys. You're in the mud now. Oh, man. That's brutal. Like I just died. Get those walkers up on the hill. This is going to be a fun one to fight. I'm not going to be able to talk quite as much on this one. Oh, look at that. Is that like one of their base things? Oh, I guess it's just a generator. Up on the hill. Go. A saber tank? They've got a saber tank? Or what's the technical designation? TX-130T. Blow it up, boys. Blow it up. TIE fighter against snowspeeder. Come on, we're not in Kenobi. You can shoot it. You can shoot it down. Come on. Where's my other TIE fighter at? Come on, boys. Get that snowspeeder. Wow, there's a lot of stuff over here. That could be a problem. Okay, how about you guys don't get too close to that flat cannon? However, it looks like we're fairly safe up ahead. So let's just push forward and get in those trenches. Alright, Krell. Move up. Still good on that. Get in the trenches, boys. And this is when having a walker would be terrifying, where you'd be in the trench and the walker would be outside the trench. Go, go, go. Baptism by blood. Fire. Baptism by mud. More of what's happening here. Baptism by mud. Which may be how April is. Showing the Imperial Army and Mimban was a great addition on Disney's part. Yes. Easily my favorite part of the Han Solo movie was the Mimban section. Come on, boys. Move forward. Support those guys. Look at these guys in the trench. Wait, are those B1s? Those are B1 battle droids. We're fighting battle droids out here. I was not expecting battle droids. What's shooting at them? Are those Mimbanese? Okay. So we need to make sure we don't lose our sides. So let's bring Krell back over there. Where's my ties at? Deal with that guy. We don't have a base. Anti-infantry. Go, boys. This is some cool little bunker type thing sitting there. I wish we could see more of the Mimban stuff. So the B1s, oh, there's a big gun there. Veers. The B1s at the initial point, so like during during the Trade Federation disputes, were controlled by a centralized droid plane. But yeah, they quit doing that because of what happened on Naboo. They started doing what you see in the Clone Wars with the AI was built into the unit itself. So it wasn't as effective, but it was harder to knock out a whole group of them, if that makes sense. Oofka loofka. But that should help. Well, good thing those ties don't need to be again. But after the Battle of Naboo, they quit using the B1s that way. Oh wait, I forgot to grab these guys, move them up here. Get up here. Here, got to check on you guys. Get those on the turret. Up and over. Trench warfare is an entirely different issue. Yes. Up and over and into the other trench. Hold there. You guys follow the trench along. This is a fun map. I'm having fun on this map. It's probably boring to watch, but I'm having fun with it. Oh wow, they're all dead. The entire center portion is dead. Oh no. Get back over there. Nope, no more reinforcements yet. Alright. We got medics here. The medics are here to help. I'm sure they will help you. Get those walkers over here. So the B1s initially were... There's this whole thing where the trade federations had the monopoly when it came to battle droids because of the way the laws were written by the Republic. Because they were trying to keep people from building armies. But there was this loophole when it came to trade federations and protective services. So the original B1 battle droids and B2 battle droids and droidicas, they were protective services. They were an army. Because they had to protect their assets. They had to protect their production facilities. They had to protect their... you guys are taking forever. Their trade routes and everything. So like they would land on planets and take over areas that they would need. And it was legalized in the Republic as, you know, trade thing. He died. And so as things continued, they didn't have the rules and stuff, partly because of Palpatine's fiddling with the rule system and stuff, which is what led to the Battle of Naboo, the blockade of Naboo and such. And come on, guys, get up there and help those. There's Mimbanese guys. Lobbied. True. Yeah, Palpatine got his way by... Well, actually, at that point, it was less Palpatine and more of Plagueis. Something that some Star Wars fans don't know is Darth Plagueis is alive in The Phantom Menace. He doesn't die until the end of The Phantom Menace, where that's when Palpatine offs him. But the Trade Federation learned the valuable lesson at the Battle of Naboo with the loss of the control ship and then the loss of all their battle droids from the control ship. And so in the Clone Wars, they didn't do that. But you also get some less effective droids because of it. Because the droids are controlled from a simple AI on their body. They're way less effective when it comes to organizational, which is why you get the funny droids in the Clone Wars, where you get the funny droids is the way I can think of it. They're just funnier. They're goofier. I still can't seem to hit anything. The compilation of the dumb B1 battle droids in the Clone Wars will never stop being funny to me. Alright, TIE Fighter, time for you to do a solo suicide flight. I want to blow up whatever's over here. Go on, TIE Fighter. You will not be remembered. Ooh, there's all kinds of stuff here to blow up. Fly away, fly away. Did you get it called in properly? Oh yeah, there it goes. Level it. Break their things. Break all their things. Gotta thank the Cockley Creation Nest for those paid for an exotic meats. That is a fun piece of lore trivia that I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but the Cockaloids and stuff, especially when you get to deal with them in KOTOR or SWTOR, it's just a fun lore bit, and I'm not sure why I enjoy it so much. Alright, fresh meat, cross the trenches. How are we looking in here? You guys shooting the ground. SWTOR, yeah, they were in SWTOR. Which I am on the verge of re-downloading, because there's a few of the story beats that I never got to finish. I had a lot of fun with SWTOR. A crossover. Go, go, go. Get in the other trench. Go, 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 go. We have reinforcements. Cross the trench. Go. By the way, how is the left doing? Hey, they're still alive. That's impressive. Having the tanks with tracks make it feel like it's more of a World War I and World War II battle. Hello. I feel like that design would not be too hard to build. I've said that before. Throw them in the bulk. Oh, wow. Look at all these freedom fighters that are dead up here on top. Look at that. There we go. That's a victorious Imperial Army poster right there. That's great. Just as fun as the Wookiees being the best delicate engineers in the galaxy, using their claws as dexterous tweezers. Only for the Empire to use them as general purpose slaves. I know, right? The Empire will never be accused of properly handling its resources. Hey, can we get that turret? That might be very helpful. Alright, let's get those ATSTs up to support. Veers up. We'll leave an ATST back here to help out with these guys. This one feels this fight is much more of a battlefield commander having to meticulously move his guys up without leaving holes in his line. These freedom fighters are coming this way. I have a bombing run. Maybe I send my TIE over, see if I can find their hideouts and bomb the crap out of them. Let's do that. See what that TIE fighter can find me. Go, boys. Seeing the guys on the ground. This must be their dwelling bases. Well, I can get one of them. Might be able to get two of them. Well, that's not good. I didn't think about that. They're going to fly over the entirety of the rebel Mimbanese stuff. They're going to die. There's no way they're going to make it all the way through. Yep, there goes one. There goes two. Oh, he's not dead yet. Oh, we might get two across. Nope. None across. Stupid flat guns. Is the ID-10 probe small ones with multi-purpose tools to scout better? Yes. Some of the droid designs are. Like, get out of that crater and help them over there. You guys are shooting empty bunkers. How about we go shoot some actual targets? Empire can't target anything. Veers, where are you going, my man? Dude, I know you're aggressive, but geez, well, you know what? Go. Veers is like, he's determined to just destroy things, so I guess we'll follow Veers. There's the Wookiees, or the Wookiee, Chewbacca can commandeer an AT-ST in this one, and I've had that happen once. It was terrifying. Actually, can you guys just get in the bunker? Be a defense platform. This is exactly why Veers isn't allowed on the front lines. Dude just went, okay, I'm just gonna go do it all myself. It's like, dude. I mean, it's working. He's punched a hole. One of the reasons why I'm not allowed without supervision at World War II events, because they will forget to give me correct orders and I'll just make a hole. There's a running joke in the first Canberra group about make a hole, because without supervision, I'll make a hole. Can you make it through there? Well, you guys do some sneaky stuff. The rest of you guys get up here and help. Yeah, but Veers just went straight up the middle. Did not care. He saw this rebel camp and decided he was removing it from the galaxy. Alright, give me a soldier squad. There's a lot of stuff up here to blow up. Somebody take out that stupid flak cannon. One bit of Legends. Chewbacca's nephew and boyfriend of Han and Leia's twins. Miss him, I will. I don't understand why they took away the twin aspect from Leia. Was it Leia that had the twins? Or was it Luke that had the twins? It was Luke that had the twins. I'm getting them mixed up. I don't know why they didn't keep the family tree the same in the new story. Because I thought that was kind of fun. And they just kind of... Nah, we're gonna... Oh, wow, there's a lot of... Are those all... Oh, those are the Spec Force soldiers. Hey, why didn't we deal with these guys? We can take this back. I can land you reinforcements right there. Come on, get them, boys. Get them, boys. Not all of you. Some of you need to help Veers out. Luke had the one kid. Okay. Leia had the twins. All right. And then Anakin. I remembered Anakin was Leia's. Which I thought was kind of funny, considering that Luke had the whole Anakin thing, and then Leia ended up naming her kid Luke. Or no, Anakin. I felt it was kind of an oddity in the way they named things, but then again, Luke only had, alright. It's that glorious voice line. A command post for the Empire. Another APDP squad. Alright, what do we need to blow up in here? We have? We are victorious? We're done? We're not done yet. I mean, we've entered the city. Thank you, Veers. 5 platoons for 1 platoon. Well, you know. But guess what? We have Mimban. That was the whole point of that. I need to take a breather after that one. That was a fight. That was a fun one. Luke also built Leia's lightsaber and made it red to help her find a connection to her father. Also true. Alright, I need to leave some ships behind. But, alright. Can I pull anything from this core defense? Not really. I might pull some from the BIS. Yeah, they've got a little bitty defense fleet here already. Let's pull back a little bit. I want to try it with this heavy cruiser. She wasn't pleased but did use it. Which book was that? Mission log. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Failure, yada yada. Yeah, I'm not the best at this game. Uh-oh, I've got a stream question from Scarab. Let's pull the dread. Well, hi. I opened my dumb mouth and said I hadn't really dealt with a rebel fleet yet. Ouch. MC-40s, MC-80 Liberties, MC-80 Freedoms. Owie. And small dockyard. Well, best I could do is save the guys at the save that dreadnought and... Wowzers, my nose. I swear, every live stream, my nose gets stuffed up. Corellian Trilogy. Same series where they find out about the Corellian plants and the massive engines on them that were used to put the habitable worlds in the Golden Zone. Yes. I remember reading about that portion. That's a trilogy that I haven't read. There's so much stuff over there. Alright, you turn around, and you turn around. I want to save you two. The rest of you guys are free units, and whatever hyperspace is in are free units. There's no winning this fight. I just want to kill as many of them as I possibly can. What do I get for reinforcements on this one? Because I teched up, I must be getting more of these things. Is the Gladiator the heavier section? Precursors to the Young Jedi Knight books, good books. I've heard that. I'm pretty sure those were a series that my brother had read. For the glory of the Empire. Get that tender up here. There's a Lancer frigate. I just watched an entire series on the Lancer frigates. Alright, boyos. Get up here. Enough to cause some damage. Alright, while we wait for this rebel fleet to get here, let's see what the Philip Scarab's book is going to be this time. Question for the stream. This is from Philip Scarab. The vast majority of major conflicts in Earth's history have been between various countries with specific social, political, economic, or ideological goals for going to war. The governments of these states have more often than not used some system of drafting and conscription to raise the necessary military might to sustain a lengthy war. However, in the Star Wars universe, it seems to me that there are very few instances of this occurring. Every soldier, officer, engineer, or pilot that we get an in-depth look at always says something along the lines of, I joined the Empire because X, Y, or Z. I joined the Rebellion because of X, Y, or Z. The reason for this, I would assume, is because the Galactic Civil War was obviously a civil war, and thus each person fighting in it had a personal reason for doing so, whether it be to liberate the galaxy or simply to have a well-paying job. Do you think this is realistic, or do you think that conscription must take place in some section of the galaxy by the Empire or the Rebellion in order to fill out their ranks? So, an interesting thing that happens in some of the areas is you have a planetary defense force, which is not necessarily a imperial or republic or rebellion aspect. Jeez, those are a first look at these Mon Cal ships. They were more likely to conscript their soldiers. The Empire tried not to use drafting or conscripting because they were trying to do more of a keep the galaxy willingly under their control. And they did that by making so many jobs on the various ships that... Yeah, it's just not in the core worlds. You're right. They did conscript in other areas, like exterior areas. It was not as common because the Empire tried to maintain this air of we're not actually having any problems. Things like the Star Destroyers and stuff had so many extra jobs built into them as there was the ability to have all this work for Imperial soldiers and Imperial forces. And the idea was they would be able to pay the Imperial soldiers, who would then buy stuff from the Empire that they would then pay the Imperial soldiers back. So they would create this loop inside the Empire to create, to keep all of their resources contained, and at the same time pulling as many soldiers and people as possible into Imperial service, that nobody would ever think about rebelling because everybody would be wanting to work for the Empire because they had good jobs. It's one of the reasons why the Imperial ships have so many crew requirements and there's so much unnecessary and redundant systems when it comes to crew because they were just trying to utilize as many people as possible. Yeah, it happened in the backwater world that no news would come out of. Yeah, pressed into service for one reason or another. Jeez, these Moncal ships are going to be a problem. However, there's no commanders in this fleet. That's kind of an interesting thing. However, we heavily blunted their air wing. So now it's just ships. That's kind of good to know. So with a couple Lancers and what we had with the missile destroyers and stuff, that was enough to knock out their starships or their starfighters. Oh, there's that extra thoughts to it. That's what the extra thoughts are. Extra thoughts. Another chapter. I think the ancient wars between the Sith and Republic had a large amount of conscripted personnel involved, which drawn from whatever section of space was controlled by various parties at the time. Historically, the Hutts have used slave species to subjugate their enemies. Not sure that counts as conscription or not. In the Clone Wars, both sides relied heavily on armies that were built in factories, were grown in tanks, and those standard units who did fight were likely volunteer forces, exception being the PFCs, which I assume would have the planetary... Oops, we need to retreat before they catch those ships. Finally, I think the Galactic Civil War between the Rebellion and Empire was largely fought by volunteer forces who were not forced to fight, although many of them were likely weren't willing to die for the causes by which they were fighting for. And I feel like the Empire was much more likely to not want to die fighting for their causes, whereas the Rebellion were much more, especially some of the, hey, we did blunt their air wing a little bit. Empire was less of the fight to the last man. Well, the Rebellions were a fight to the last man group because they had much more of an idealized war zone. See, I'm basically sacrificing these planets up here because I'm trying to get to the Baxtel sector before I start helping those guys out. Speaking of which, we're going to head south a little bit. I'm kind of going the long way. I should have just kept going from Corellia down. But I didn't want to take out that neutral planet. While I'm thinking about it, grab a few more freighters. Who are you? Who are you, sir? Imperial 2 Star Destroyer Avenger. Ooh. Oh, hello there. Oh, it's Captain Nita. Duh, I should have just read the name. I'd figure it out then. Do we cut through Hutt space? Or do we come down through here? I feel like I should come down through here. So we have a supply chain. Even the Mandalorians conscripted during the Mandalorian Wars. Very common to be told to become Mando or die. They did find it interesting that the Empire would utilize its non-human forces more. They really didn't like to. They were very supremacist, but at the same time, we're also like, well, if we take them in and we make them work the dirty jobs, then they won't have anything else to do. What are you fighting me with? Did you forget that I had a fleet here? What is your... How did you think this was gonna go? Trandoshan trips set to loose hunt rebels. Miss opportunity. True. That's kind of a fun concept. I don't feel like we've ever really seen. Hunt the rebels for me. Like the Empire just sending out random groups to hunt the rebels. I don't feel like we've really seen that. It would make sense for something like that to happen. So, did you guys just forget that this is my planet now? This is me now. Come here. You're not allowed to bring troops through here. This is my planet. But technically the planet's not mine. But the top portion is mine. This space is mine. Tal's troops fight on Hoth. I don't know of that. Well, they brought a few ships in. There, go in and hunt those things. I want to kill this escort frigate. I feel like they didn't mean to bring all this in. What are you guys doing back there? Get up here. You lazy bums. How dare you set this fight out? Get up here. Oh, why they didn't use the tile trees and props. Okay. I was like, I don't remember them using those guys on Hoth. Oh, that frigate just died. Go kill that Nebulon B. Why can't I build Nebulon Bs? Didn't the Empire originally have the bid to build Nebulon Bs because they were Quat? Yeah, they're Quat drive thing. Can I build Nebulon Bs and I just didn't notice it? There's a cool fan theory around the Nebulon B that it's supposed to be... Hey! Now you want to leave, huh? Now you want to run away. It is that's an interesting thought process there. Is why didn't the Empire utilize more aliens? Because, and I think that's just Palpatine being a jerk. Because you are controlling the entire galaxy, and the entire galaxy is not human. Why would you want to be... I've structured the Empire and I want to win now. Empire Palpatine. 877 win now. 877 win now. I could see Palpatine. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing because we didn't have to deal with that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that is a good one, Tyler. I want to add, at some point, when I have more writing time, more time to record, or other people want to do this, I want to have some ads, some in-universe ads to use for the BHN series. And that right there just made me think of it would be hilarious to have a shopping one of some sort. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. I like that one. That's funny. I like it. While I'm thinking about it, why don't we go ahead and build up a little bit of forces and land over here on Champala. Hey, Chala. Nope, wrong planet. Chandrilo still does not like me very much. I wonder why that is. How bad is it here? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. We're not going to win this fight. Oh, that's... Champala, also called Chadria. Planet Inner Rim and homeworld to the Chandrian people. Most of the starports were high and dry on plateaus, but cities were submerged at high tide, a popular resort world. Fun. I still think the TIE Hunter was the TIE replacement we needed before Wedge destroyed all but the stolen for the Republic Squadron. There's a lot of TIE variants that were better. I mean, basically anything was better than the TIE Fighter. The only thing that was nice about the TIE Fighter is it was cheap. You could build a whole bunch of them. But it doesn't have life support systems. It doesn't have a hyperdrive. It doesn't have shields. You're an engine with some guns on it. and that's pretty much all that you get. I don't actually expect to take this, but we're gonna cause some damages at least. You guys are scouts. You're here to look at the planet. That's what you're supposed to do. This is kind of a cool setup, though. So, like, the theory is this would become water? Or is this water and it's just not showing it to me? It's like the spaceports are up high, and this all fills up with water later. An engine with guns sounds like a rebel design. It does. It really does. But it was an imperial design where there's like, oh, we can make a whole bunch of these and make it cheap. And we don't have to worry about it so much because we can just get more soldiers. Yeah, the Hunter had comparable weapons to the X-Wing and the Shield as well as Hyperdrive. It did. It was a much better fighter, and they really didn't do anything with it. But that's just the Empire being the Empire. Alright, do we go left or right here? Looks like the enemy is off to the right. So we're going to go to the right. I kind of feel like this is a map from the original game, because I recognize this. Alright, there was at least a map similar to this. Who's there? What's them? What are we seeing? Who are we shooting at? Who saw what? I don't see anything. Who's shooting? What is... Wait, why are there dead guys? Who shot at you? What the heck? Who's shooting? Where is the enemy? D&E Knight? Yeah. Japanese Zero. Good night, D&E Knight, yeah. I'm always in the Discord, it seems like. TIE philosophy was largely... Whoops. Oi, don't you break my things. Breaking my things ain't cool. I don't like you breaking my things. How much damage can you guys do? Alright, what did Scarab say? TIE philosophy was largely based on the success of the Delta and Eta-class starfighters, which were unshielded, had owned hyperdrive, and were famous because they were flown by Jedi. Empire's mistake was assuming they could replicate similar performance without the Force user. That is correct. I kind of forgotten about the Deltas. Yeah, they didn't have any of that stuff because they had Jedi in them. They were like, ah, Jedi don't need that. Oh. Found them. Are they just gonna run? Are we just playing Ring Around the Rosie here now? Alright, let's speed this up. I had to bring overwhelming firepower on this one. The TIE Fighter program is one of those that's just kind of an oddity, in my opinion. Because I don't think I would ever build anything like a TIE Fighter, because you're losing resources. To me, it'd be more effective in the long run to build a proper fighter and then man it with well-trained troops, because troops are a costly resource. It takes time to get more more troops. It takes time to train people and to raise people. I mean, if you have clones, maybe not so much. Yeah, even the A-Wing had shields and a hyperdrive. Yeah. Like, why would you not? At that point, you have control of the galaxy. Why don't you actually build some better stuff? And that's the one aspect of it that I never quite understood. Is like, why a TIE fighter? Why everything you could have built? Why did you build the TIE fighter? Why couldn't you build something better? You have the resources. You have the technology. But instead, we build TIE fighters. And not just a couple TIE fighters. Nothing but TIE fighters. Some of the variants are better, like the TIE Interceptor. You got the TIE Hunters, the TIE Defenders. The base TIE is just pathetic. What is the Empire's... What the Empire had A-Wings instead in the same quantity. If they'd had a whole bunch of A-Wings, the Rebels would not have liked that quite so much. The A-Wing, I always liked the A-Wing. I would never want to fly one. If I was in the Star Wars galaxy and I had to pick a ship, I would not pick the A-Wing. Your survivability still isn't high in the A-Wing. I mean, you do have a shield generator, which is nice. But I wouldn't want to be in one of those. It's pretty much like a, hey, could you not blow up my stuff? Please and thank you. I kind of like my stuff. I like my stuff to stay alive, please. Don't do that. That's rude. That is rude. Stop it. These like little construction type walkers. Oh, we got some guys. Let's go get those guys. I'm just trying to find as many of these guys as possible. Come on, turn around. Back this way. Back this way. Come on. I mean, the classic is always the A or X-Wing because of the original trilogy. The A-Wing... The thing about the A-Wing is, even though it has shields and a hyperdrive, you still... If you got in front of a TIE fighter, those shields did not help you super much. Your survivability was not great. Even in the Rebels TV show, the A-Wings had a terrible survivability rate. Those poor A-Wing pilots did not live long. Which is a shame. X-Wing is a turned fighter like a Spitfire. Man. X-Wings are the best. Not just because they were in the original. Would you guys stop building those stupid things? A-Wings died so much. Every time you turn around, the A-Wing is dying. Unless, like Hera, Syndulla was flying the A-Wing. And then the A-Wing was fine. I mean, it's just classic television, right? Holy cow, look at the gun they put on that skiff. Look at that. That's just a transport with a gun on the back. That's fun. Hey, why don't we take cover, boys? Come on, you guys. Help them out. Of course, they pop TIE fighters like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, unnamed pilots are just dead men walking. Yeah. You would think in a show that's supposed to be a kid's show that it wouldn't be that bad, but man, in Rebels was it bad for those unnamed Rebel pilots. Because they're like, oh, we've got to have casualties, right? Because of Clone Wars. And what people expect, and they just like, oh, random pilot, he's dead. Random pilot, he's dead. This person's got a name. He's fine. We can see his face. The visor is covering the eyes. He's dead. Visor is above the eyes. He's gonna live. It's a teen show. It's okay. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if Star Wars allowed itself to mature a little bit with an audience. Oh, you jerk. Alright, we've done damage here. Let's head back to the extraction. I will say, I liked Rebels at times. Same thing with Clone Wars. You like Clone Wars at specific times. It really struggles at some areas, which is just part of Star Wars, where you have the different ideas and some people have different thoughts of what to do, and so the story isn't always cohesive. But when you get those like 3 to 4 episode arcs, that's when everything really shines, and it's really cool. I wish we had more of that. Alright, boys. Pull yourselves back. R-rated Star Wars would be interesting. They do a little... I mean, that's one of the reasons I like Andor. Because you never... most of the characters never show up again in the stories. I mean, Andor does. But Luthen never shows back up. Almost everybody else out... You have Mon Mothma and Andor and the one guy, I can't remember his name, in the prison that ends up being part of the Rogue One team. Did I not like the Jar Jar girlfriend? Oh, dear Lord. Why? Why? We didn't need it. It wasn't necessary in the slightest. There was nobody in the community that was asking, but what if Jar Jar had a girlfriend? Not even under the Gungan. What if Jar Jar had a girlfriend that was like queen of a planet? Because he's like a senator now, so he has political intrigue and stuff. It was just like, why? And I was all sitting there going like, why is Mother Talzin still alive? Why are we still doing this plot? Let's just randomly throw a bomber out here. And then we will... Is there anything out here I can bombard? Yeah, let's bombard that. Just, why not? Blow up what we can. Oh, I should have waited and bombarded the center portion. Oh, well. We got bombardment off. Let that wreak some havoc. Yeah, that episode, or I think it was a duo, wasn't it? With the Empire, with the... I forget what the planet was called. Because they had the Mother Talzin was like back from the dead. And I was like, why is Mother Talzin back from the dead? Why don't we just let her be dead? Hey, more casualties on the enemy side than mine. I think it was a 2-parter. In some episodes where they would delve into some other stuff would be kind of interesting, but that was not one of them, in my opinion. Jaja's baby, or Jabba's baby. Oh, that first movie was brutal. I to this day still don't know what I think about Jabba's child. They make Jabba a little bit more likable, and then you're like, why did we need likable Jabba? Well, he's not good. Jabba's not good. We don't need Jabba. There's one of our Lancer frigates. 2 of our Lancer frigates. We can build more Lancer frigates now. Ooh, what are you? Oh, you're that heavy cruiser. I haven't used you very much yet. Sayonara Fleet Systems. I haven't used you very much yet. I do want just a bunch of Lancers, though. Send them out instead of some of the patrol craft. For now, they're going to head out with our little support fleet here. Rhoda is part of the Mando movie? We not thinking about the same thing? Because in the original Clone Wars movie, they deal with Jabba's child. Anakin and Ahsoka have to take him back from. I think they found him on Teth. Yeah, they found him on Teth, and they have to take him back to Jabba so they can use the space lanes. I think. Huh. Wow, the rebels are out in force. What do we got? A whole bunch. I'll just auto-resolve it. I'm not super great at the land battles when they're that close. Plus, we're getting close to wrapping up. Canonically, Jabba and Jar Jar get more tail than Luke. I hate you for that. I hate you for that. I did not need that in my brain. How dare you? Oh, neutralize hero. Hey. There's heroes up there. You can do stuff with heroes. Go get them. Go get them. Chewbacca, R2. Chewbacca. Wonder how long it takes for her to come back. Too bad it's temporary. Another Lancer. We'll send this Lancer to Mimban. Psychological warfare starts today. I do believe Dave confirmed Rhoda is the plot of Mando movie. Are you serious? So like so Jabba's kid. So we're talking about we're in post Empire, or like it's post Fall of the Empire. We have Imperial remnants. So Jabba's dead, and this is Jabba's son. My guess is trying to take back control. But why? That's my question. But why? Why would you do that? Why do you need that? I mean, it may be interesting that you could do some interesting things with it. You'd have to really lean into what the Hutts are capable of without... Oh, we're at population cap again. All right, how did I need to build things for population? I forget about that. Who wants to have... you guys make population cap. Because Boba's not allowed to have nice things. If they go back to Tatooine, they made an entire TV show about Boba taking control of stuff on Tatooine, becoming this crime boss, but being this nice crime boss. And then they have the Hutts come in to take it all back, and they won't win because they're the Hutts. Oh, man. Of all the things to do... Ooh, mission log updated. Planetary control. Yagdula. Alright, I don't know that one. Where are you? Yagdula. It's a fun name, though. Yagdula. Hey! That was my transport. I don't know. I'm not really sold on that plot concept. I mean, there's a possibility if they're dealing with the Hutts and stuff, because one thing we hardly ever get to see, actually I don't think we've ever seen in the canon, is how the Hutts took over, like the original Hutt warrior stuff, which is always kind of funny in my mind. Where is this planet? Where is this planet? Yagdula. Green metal hat guy. Wait, is it the guy that threw his hat like a boomerang in the Clone Wars? Because I haven't been able to keep up with some of this, with a lot of the new stuff, and frankly, I don't keep up with what they say is going to happen because 9 times out of 10, journalists are just screwing with people. Oh, here it is, Yagdula. I gotta take out some people. That's a civilian place. Oh well, we can do that. Let's see what's over there. Yeah, Embo. Which is too bad. I did like Embo in the Clone Wars. He was fun. I don't... How would you do Embo in live action, though? That'd be kind of hard. Because he's very acrobatic, and you'd have to do it all with wire work and try not to make it look goofy. Would be difficult. Wait, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, if we need to punch down here, let's pull back one of our defense groups. Which I don't have a lot of. Just start building up some forces over here real quick. We'll send that over to there. I don't know. I'm not sold on this idea. Live action Zev was kind of interesting. 3, but you shouldn't have sat there too long. But they didn't overuse him, I don't think. I think they did okay with that. That's a thing in my personal opinion of the current Star Wars, is there's a lot of making do with a lot of cameos, and I feel like it's hurting the overall. I know I just sent you guys over there, but I'm gonna send you guys back for right now. You showed up there. Now go back. Because I might actually be able to, I have to take one planet and then I can land over there. Which I might as well do so I can get Fondor and Thyfera. Because Thyfera is important in the lore. I don't think it does anything in the game. But this planet is very important when it comes to back-tip production. Speaking of which, I don't have much on the ground here. Let's fix that. Production of infantry goes up. So yeah, we're going to do that. That's kind of important. I don't necessarily enjoy live action and cartoons going back and forth. I personally prefer you stay one or the other. Because the visuals and the abilities of characters have to be different. And I feel like it's not necessary. Like the new what do you call it? How to Train Your Dragon. The live action How to Train Your Dragon. I'm sitting there going, why? Like why do we need to do live action? Same with the Disney movies all being live action. Like we don't I feel like we need that. Why don't we just do something different? But I don't know. That's my personal opinion, which clearly has no merit because I'm a nobody playing dress up. We do have a Venator here and a Victory 2. All right, let's go poke this and see what we got. The original live-action Sonic version, the one that we saw in the trailers? No. Nah, did not appreciate that one. The one that we got in the actual movie, not too bad. I will admit the internet bullied a studio to do something better, and I find that kind of funny. Oh man, 6 people are in here? No way. No way. 6 people are watching this. I haven't really gotten any heavy philosophical debates yet. Hmm. Let's just try to get something going here. Live Cad Bane. Live Cad Bane, in all honesty, wasn't too bad. Even with me being more picky, it looks weird when he talks. But maybe because we already had Duros that were in live action, it didn't look as bad. It was still kind of weird, and you could kind of tell. But they handled him a little bit better in live action. Surprisingly. I say handled him better. Had a dumb ending. I don't feel like that was a Cad Bane move as he, went out, but oh, hi. Hello there, we found somebody. Let's see what this fleet can do. Good old Venator class. With a victory class. Couple dreadnoughts. Let that hyperspace in. Anti-fighters. Between the Lancers. This is actually a little powerful little group here. We got some whopping power in this. Bunch of anti-fighter. And our Quintons. Ooh, what's that? That's that Corvette thing that I didn't get a chance to really look at before. It's kind of a funky design. Look at this design. Amshak Corvette. Roll artillery. Named after the Weequay god of thunder. Oh, it's a Weequay ship. Rain down destruction for Defar. Avoid the front lines. Ah, well, that's not good for you. You're in the wrong spot, buddy. Man, they're not letting you go. Here we go, classic Venator without any pretty designs. But she still looks beautiful. I do like the double bridge design of the Venator, where you have the flight deck versus a ship deck. Get those Lancers up here. Do you ever have a Venator shooting at an Acclamator? That feels so wrong. TIE Interceptors up. TIE Fighters. We have any TIE Bombers? We got a TIE Bomber. Go fight that thing. See, I haven't used Lancer freighter or Lancer frigates in anything because I don't think in the canon they are around yet. From what I've been able to read, if they're like being built, but they're not in production yet, especially not in the Outer Rim at all, which is kind of too bad. I always liked the frame of the Lancer. Where'd the Lancer end up? I mean, the design of it looks pretty cool. Out as it takes like a missile to its side. Oops, no. Stop hitting that button. There's a lot of stuff exploding over here. They're hyperspacing. Wait, you guys don't want to fight this? I'll take it. That's easy. I'll have a lot less casualties if they leave. Any final thoughts as I get ready to wrap this up? I'm heading for a specific planet. That's nice. Thank you for leaving, guys. I didn't have anything else in my back pocket. The lights flashing as it sails down. I lost a single Gazanti for that. Not too bad. Dum ba bum. So then I can. Who wants to stay on patrol duty? I don't really have anything I want to leave here. I guess I'll leave you for right now. Don't let them build anything. Head over to Thyfera. We'll mass our fleet over here. Bringing some land forces over. Because if I don't do this session, I will forget when it comes to next session. Whoops. I can build AT-ATs now. Let's might as well build an AT-AT. What do we want to build here? We got 2 mining things. Let's might as well build a defense of some sort. Fondor makes sense. Thyfera. We've got ourselves a little bitty fleet here. Let's go ahead and mass everybody up. Let's bring in an Arquitans command ship to start things off. That seems right. Too bad it's a neutral planet. Oh, nuts. There's an invincible. Oh, nuts. This is going to be interesting. Another ship design that has never really seen canon, I don't think. I think it's in like a book or two, but never seen on any of the screens, which is a shame. The Invincibles are just kind of a cool design, and geez, they're massive. Downside with fighting the regulars is... Oh, geez. Nothing over here. Alright, let's go ahead and call everybody in. Three dreadnoughts. Lancers. Cruiser or carrier. Gazantis. Acclamator. Another Arquitans. It's more anti-fighter. Alright. Move this. Whoops. Get this fleet honking and moving. There's the victory. What a beaut she is. I want to see this ship in one of something on screen. Give me small screen, big screen. I don't care. I want to see the victory. They're one of my favorites. Ion cannon. I'm sorry. Ion cannon on what? What's getting ioned? What's nothing got ioned. I heard that wording, ion cannon firing. Where are you going, Dreadnought? What do I got for Dreadnought names? Sulu, Silu. Not you. Sarisa. Drake. Dreadnought's name is Drake. The vendor is Vile Grudge. That's a name for a ship. The Vile Grudge. That's kind of funny. The vile grudge is here. Be prepared to deal with the vile grudge. TIE Fighter Swarm, go. Torrent Swarm, go. Anti-Fighter Swarm, go. Oh, there's that glorious, glorious sound of the imploders. It's a good thing that we don't shoot civilians. There's just a civilian cargo ship. Where'd it go? There was a civilian cargo ship. That's not a civilian cargo ship. Give me those anti-fighters over here. We might need those in a second. There was a lot of fighters on that station. But we don't necessarily have to take it out, I don't think. So one problem with fighting against the civilian stuff is they're really annoying to find everything. There's just... Oh, you can't see it in the cinematic mode. There's just a transport just sailing through a combat group. Oh, here they come. Get all the anti-fighter over here. Those Lancers turned. What are you guys? Oh, you got stuff over there. What are you? Oh, a Bakura destroyer. I think we had one of those earlier. A little close for comfort there, pal. Remove their batteries. Man, that captain's got some umph. He's got some initiative. Look at that. He's sailing into an Imperial flotilla. Does not care. That is a impressive commander. Fortunately, he's not going to live long, but that's impressive nonetheless. Hey, where's my... Give me some more fighters over here, guys. The fighter swarm has descended. That poor Arquentins just took it all. Oh, I can't call in reinforcements over there. I can't call in reinforcements anywhere. I can come over here. More anti-fighter. That's a mess. Patrol craft, get up there and do your job. Oh, there's an enemy patrol craft. Get that. Kill that. That's your job. Heavy cruiser. You're not supposed to let that thing live. Oh, wait. That's my Victory 2. Don't touch it. Stop shooting my Victory 2s. You can shoot my dreadnoughts all day. Don't touch my Victory 2s. Oh, no. No, 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 no. My Venator. No, no, no. What's hitting my Venator? Oh, crud. No, my Venator. No. No, how dare you? Do I pull it out? It's got 25% engines. I don't want to lose my Venator. Let's watch the engines. If the engines fall below 0. 10... Yeah, engines are toast. Alright, let's keep fighting it. No, my poor... Ah, nuts. The Invincible's here. You know what? This is not working out well. We need some heavier hitters to deal with that thing. That Invincible is just... Oh, those things are so tanky. So tanky. That's why I hate fighting civilian defense forces. They have so much ships. It's nasty. Ouch. Everything we killed was useless. Fine. Bring in from Frisia. Let's bring in ISD. We did take Mimban, so that was the goal. That's what I was after. But that's annoying. Well, if anybody does anybody have any extra questions or anything before I wrap this all up and call it good? Questions, comments, concerns? Everyone got real quiet for the last 20 minutes or so. Probably no one's around anymore. Not that I would blame them. Oh, we got the sniper guys. We need to move the sniper squads up with the 300. Where'd they end up? Which there? Nope. These guys need to go with the 313th, just because of the sniper squads. And let's send this guy to our next target, which is going to be over here. And then we'll have a supply chain all the way down. Meantime, though, let's go land these guys along the backside. Pull Vader back to Coruscant. Oh, remove corruption. Vader can remove corruption? I should really pay attention to what the heroes can do. Are there any heroes down here to remove? I feel like there's some heroes down here. What do you do? Do you have any special abilities? You're a scouty dude. Go scouty dude stuff. If anybody would ever make a I forget what they're called, the Imperial spy design would be fun to see at an event. Fine. You're not gonna keep it. I'm gonna come back. Like, I am wrapping up, but I'm coming back to take that. Income on this planet is changing due to high gambling activity. Yeah, we're trying to retreat from this. Like, stealth? Oh, that is cool. That is a cool effect. That is cool. That is sick. What? Huh? You guys are actually fighters? They're all freighters. Move them to a mark. You suck. Crap. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to escape. Yeah, we're just gonna retreat. Turn around, boys. You guys can finish your run when I get back. Kind of a fun freighter design. Look at the head of that thing with the sides. Huh. Interesting. Okie dokie. Do need to get that other ship group up here. But I feel like that is a issue for next time. You know what we're gonna do though? We're just gonna turn this little group. This little group's just gonna go hit this. Real quick. Removing corruption. I don't know why I didn't look at that earlier. Where's she at? Any heroes? Any heroes? I know there's heroes around here because they keep taking out my guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that out. You guys took out a Lancer frigate for that? Jerks. Build more Lancer frigates. I want to build the Raiders, but I can't. I don't have that tech yet. Okay, well, that is where I'm going to cut it out for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Probably. Most likely. And I'll leave the exclamation mark. Why not? Trying to keep it closer to the 2 hours that I said it was going to be this time. Still a few minutes over, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I appreciate you all tuning in and listening to me rambling and contributing to it. Maybe. Okay, there we go. For some reason, it's not windowless. I have this ending screen thing. I can't stare at it. It's ending soon. All right. Duels, guys. It was fun. See y'all next week.